Okay, now that I can't feel the hoof bump. Make up your minds. Make up your minds. Okay, oh my God. We have to progress because we have a thing to talk about tonight. Look at this. This Bronycon, this attendance is fantastic and amazing.
We love it!
We love
it! Here's the question, do you all know Feeling Peaky Keen, the episode? Oh, well then clearly I'm superfluous. See ya! But this is one, I'm gonna come down here. Because I don't like to be looking down or anything, because I am a fan of the show, same as all of you. And I'm just here to share my thoughts and be ridiculous. Probably more the latter. I remember when Feeling Peaky Keen came out, there was some controversy around it. People had an unsettled view in many ways. So much so that they've reached out to the staff to talk about it, and the staff rightly said, you know, we tried for one message, people are taking it a different way. And that's, hey, I'm a supporter of the thought of death of the author. No, I don't want anything bad to happen to the author. But you've got author intent right here, you've got audience reception over here, and in between is this gulf where intention can fall away. And I think this episode's a prime example of what could happen. But I'm going to put a theory to all of you. This is my main proposal for this episode. Yes, I'm here to propose the episode.
I ship it. I ship it.
Sweetie Boone ships it.
It's official.
Well, some folks will argue that this is an episode about belief versus science. I'm going to argue that this is more about accepting an idea and a very relatable human flaw in a pony. But to do that, we need to talk about JBS Haldane. I want that mustache. JBS Haldane, he is, okay, you've heard of the stages of grief, perhaps?
Yes.
We go through a cycle of dealing with our emotions. Well, we go through a cycle of accepting ideas, too. The 4 stages of acceptance of an idea. And through the course of this episode, we're going to be filling in this list. But first, we, of course, have to set the stage. It was season 1. It was funny to watch Spike get hurt. I also like Twilight. Hey, my eyes are over here. But actually, this scene's actually kind of important. First off, it shows a couple rules of magic. It requires concentration, not just from the caster, but from the intended target. It can be interrupted. There is a process to it. There are rules. If they're not laid out in a clear scroll that Twilight would enjoy so much, but they're there. And that's a good tool of writing. When you have the rules in your head, you can next demonstrate them through action. But what is causing this distraction, I wonder? Because in case... it's kind of weird. Twilight is now getting repeated information on this, and so she's having what she originally dismissed is now saying, this is interesting, but perverse point of view. There's merit, but it's still wrong. We've upgraded from complete nonsense to you have my attention. And so she's going to try and explore this. But first, there's a process through this, and I'm switching gears now. We are going to talk about Stephen Fry, actors. All right, we got some Stephen Fry fans in here. He's from the United Kingdom.
Hail to the Queen!
I'm from you, man. Tea and crumpets. LLT. Wait, sorry, wrong nation. Stephen Fry, actor, screenwriter, novelist. Throughout time, we've seen her really struggle. She tends to link her ego to things. I'm Princess Celestia's student. I can't miss a report. I'm the Princess of Friendship. I have to be able to solve this problem. I'm the last standing Princess of Equestria. I have to get help. And when she couldn't get help, she was tempted to do something that in other contexts I don't think she'd ever try. Remember stealing the pearl, Grand Theft Pearl Twilight? Throughout the series, I think this has been a very consistent aspect of her character. She really invests her sense of self in something outside of her, and is worried if she doesn't live up, then she will be diminished. I think that's going on here. For as hostile as she might appear, I think she's a little worried because she can't explain it. Dang, Pinky, you triple cold. Now I will say, I think Twilight's feeling a very much lost a sense of self because she's suddenly two-dimensional. But, so Twilight takes an alternate approach. She's going to track Pinky in the wild.
Yeah, no, that
Oh yes, let me see them doom flashes, because we know what's coming. That's right. Doom! She's in trouble. She's in trouble right now. Doom! So what's going to happen to her? Did you know her name is Muffins? I don't want to see Twilight get hurt yet. I'm laughing. I'll take my Pinkie Pie shaken, not stirred.
Oh!
yeah.
But here's the thing. Did we just suddenly get an upgrade in Pinky's sense? She just listed a location, an outcome, and a time frame. And what happened to unpredictable things that supposedly predict the future? That is hyper prediction. What the heck just happened? She got a massive upgrade all of a sudden. And yet, I gotta admit, I'm so entertained by Pinky's shaking and the animation they put into it. I can't prove, I need to go back and watch more, but I get the sense that in seasons 1 and 2, the characters were a bit more rubbery. They bounced more with their expressions.
Yes, they did.
It was more slapstick.
A little more slapstick. As it went on, we got a little bit more serious. Why aren't you taking the super cereal, y'all? Yeah. So, where are they off to?
I'm trying not to think about it. Me too. But I'm thinking about it anyway. Like, what if she exploded? Just exploded for no reason? Yeah, like, boom! Whoa! I know. What if she exploded and then exploded again? Can you do that? Can you explode twice?
Okay, to answer that question, I'd just like to point out that Josh Scorcher's in the audience. Names. It's really hard. But if you ask can someone explode twice, it depends how many puns I tell. Just ask him.
He obviously gets double burned.
So yes, in fact, Josh, I think in your review you talked about going back and forth, can you explode and explode again? It's like they kind of had some special brownies beforehand and just started talking things out.
Well, actually, you can explode twice, because who here has heard of a figure called Sega the Sanshiro? Yes, one person was at a mountain, and it exploded twice. So, yes, it is scientifically proven via video games.
The peak of scientific study. No, I can't help it, and I won't. So, continuing with our ponies and their adventure into strangely specific scenarios.
I know it's not nice to look, but I told you there was nothing to worry about. I was right.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna start waving this now. Big shout out, I got this as a gift from a Princess Big Macintosh.
Fast princess! Fast princess!
People totally get me.
Second
So, I will not challenge that right now because of the good vibes. I'm pretty sure whatever bug is on that slithering thing, it's probably going, help me!
Too late. Too late.
I see it. I don't believe it.
So, Froggy Bottom Bog, Hydras. Hydras, these grand mythical figures, and funny enough, I'm not even sure if the staff were aware of when they chose this creature to threaten the ponies, but they tapped into something very deep in our own psychology, because what does a Hydra represent? There is no decapitation in this children's cartoon, but the idea of the Hydra is cut off one head to grow back. Although, don't cut off the head that's second from the Hydra's right, that's the funny one. It's like the middle head on King Ghidorah.
I have a perfect
Where
quote
did
to
the
say
idea of
right
Hydra
now.
come from? Well,
Why do you forget the head size?